If you're watching this video right now, that probably means one of two things. You're either someone who owns a business and is looking to grow that business, or someone who has not yet started a business and is looking for tips for when they do. And so what we have done is we've compiled a list of 10 foolproof things that you can start doing immediately to start to grow your business now. Obviously, these things are not going to make you a millionaire overnight, but they're a step in the right direction. So let's get started. The first thing is to figure out who you are, what you represent, and what your business represents. A really great practice that I tell people to do is to write down a mission statement, because what a mission statement is it's something that sort of leads you down this path, and allows you to always look back to it. For example, is if you're making a decision, you can have your mission statement in mind, and when you think, well, will this outcome feed back into my mission statement and be true to the values and beliefs that I originally started this business for? And the second point is to figure out who is your audience. Who do you want to be working with? Because the thing is these are the people that you're going to be around day in and day out, and you want those people to be people you enjoy working with. You share the same beliefs, the same values, and the same likes, and also people that you really vibe with. Which also leads into the third point, is to figure out the best way to communicate with the audience. And the only way to do this is to test. Because, I mean, that's the only way for a lot of things, but especially this. And what I mean by that is when you're putting out content, trying to reach that audience, you're really going to want to try a whole bunch of different mediums. So try video with long form text, video with short form text, video alone, photo with long form text, etc. And you're trying this on all these different platforms until you start to figure out what's working best and what people are responding to the most. And what happens is once you start to do that, is you can start to put more effort into that, still putting out a ton of different types of content, but start to focus more of your energy and towards what's working with that audience. And the fourth point is to get online, because nowadays, obviously, getting online is super easy. It's free for the most part, and it's really effective. A lot of the platforms that are most effective don't cost a cent, and you can start them right away. So Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, especially Google Business, all these things are ways that people can find your business. They start to know, like, and trust your business, and they're just awesome free ways. There's other ways that are paid, but these are just some examples of some free things that you can do to get your business rolling. Step 5 kind of goes into step 4, and it's to be everywhere. Make it super easy for people to find your business, even if they're not looking for it. Because the more eyeballs you have, the more people that are talking about your business, the more likely that more people are going to come to you and have interest in what you're doing and want to be a part of it. And the sixth part also sort of goes into that, and it's to tell your story. When you tell your story, people who vibe with that story, they're going to come and they're going to want to be a part of what you are doing. So what we like to do at Lunasoul Studios is we like to create something like a video that tells the story of a business, we usually sit down with the owner and we do a short interview and we learn why they started the business, what they want to do with the business, what they're all about. And when you tell this in this really cinematic way, it attracts people who they can relate to that story, and it's like a magnet towards your business, and people are just like, oh my God, I love this, I love them, I want to be part of what they're doing, and I want to do it right away. And so the seventh point is to try new ways to get people on board with your business. Make it really easy for people to become lifelong customers. And what I mean by that is reduce the risk to entry. Have promotions, have giveaways on social media, on Instagram. It's really easy to do such a thing. But basically, you want to make it free, maybe sometimes, if you can, for people to get on board and be with you for the long run. Sometimes, especially when you're starting a business, this can be scary to give things out for free or to give things out for a discount, but it's going to be super helpful in the long run for you. And so the Eighth point is to invest in your social presence. You want to be remembered. When people go to your page and they see what you're offering or your website, you want to be remembered, and you don't want to be remembered in a bad way. You don't want to be remembered as the business where people say, oh my God, did you see John's business video? That was so bad. Like, what were they thinking? It was just awful, right? And really cringy. You don't want that, because that obviously affects your social presence in a bad way. And what I mean by investing your social presence in a good way is to not cheap out on what you're putting out there. So don't be afraid to spend a little money on investing in a video production team, because even though you're spending that money, it can be an investment, because there will be return if implemented correctly, like we do here at Lunasol Studios. If you implement that content in a way that's going to produce for your business, it's going to be awesome, and it's going to be an investment as opposed to a cost. The ninth point is to be consistent yet patient. Obviously, consistency is good. However, if you're consistently doing a bad thing, it's bad. And by patient, I mean, because when people are in a rush and they're really trying to get to the end result, which is the money, and they're not really staying true to what they're saying they're all about, which is their values and their core beliefs, which leads back to the first point. But when they're all about trying to get to the money and they're in a rush, they're being super consistent trying to get to that point, people can see straight through that, and it doesn't look good. It's not attractive to a customer when they can tell that you're just consistently trying to just get to the end result without putting in the work and nurturing them as a customer. And the 10th point is to not do it alone. There are tons of people like us at Lunasol Studios that are able to help you and be around you and someone that you communicate with, because yes, we are a video production and social media company. That's not all we are. We stand by our customers, our clients. We're try to be there for them in some of the woes that they're going through, and not just producing some of the stuff some of the services we offer. And so those were the 10 points that we really wanted to share with you today. We hope you found them really useful and that you actually start to implement them into your business. And although that is it for today, if you found this really useful and you want more stuff like this, we are Lunasol Studios. We are always posting amazing content like this for people who are trying to grow their business using video and social media. If you want to get in contact with us, we are Lunasol Studios on most social platforms besides Facebook, as we are Lunasol. Or you can leave us a message right down below this video if you have any questions as to anything that we said here today, or if you would like to collab with us on a project and have us create something amazing for your business and show you how we can implement some of these things in your business. Like I said, we're Lunasol Studios. Have a good one.